What is up, all National Wrestling Shooters members and viewers? This is Scott Scale, the owner and chairman of National Wrestling Shooters. Today, I'm going to give you my WWE Raw and Smackdown Live review. Now, I thought both shows were okay. I mean, SmackDown was alright. It was definitely well done that Jesse James might, this week's SmackDown Live because I can tell. But anyway, both shows were okay. Alright, let's begin with the Raw. It was the Raw after, No Mercy, so it was kind of an interesting war, but the ending segment was very interesting in my opinion, but which I'm gonna get to later. But anyway, let's begin with the Raw show. Okay, WWE Raw Reveal. Commentators Michael Cole, Corey Graves, and Booker T. WWE Raw results. The show opened with an episode of Miz TV where Miz was joined by his special guest Roman Reigns. Wayne said he respects John Cena now. Miz says Wayne isn't the guy. The person with the title is the guy. And when he has the Intercontinental title, and he has the Intercontinental title. That's just it. Wayne said Miz would never be beaten Jason Jordan without help from the Miz. Wayne said that Miz would have never beaten Jason Jordan without help from the Miz. And Miz said if the Miz had been around at the same time as the Shield, no one would remember the Shield. Wayne's got in Miz's face, and eventually Kurt Angle came out and made a match between Miz and Wayne's later tonight and put Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas in the match right away. Interesting segment. Apparently this is gonna be lead to a Miz versus. Apparently this is leading to the Miz versus Roman Reigns and non-title. But next week's it's gonna be Roman Reigns versus Miz for the Intercontinental title, which I think this is gonna end up leading into. I don't know. They should not put the title on Roman Reigns because Roman Reigns should not have any singles titles. He doesn't need it. And then the first match is Jason Jordan and Matt Hardy defeated Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas. Hardy got the pin on Bo Dallas after delivering a twist of fate. It was a good match. I thought that was a pretty good match. Then Elias defeated Apollo Crews. Elias won by pinfall with the chipped away. After the match, Elias tried to attack Titus O'Neil, but Titus turned the tables and ran Elias off. That was okay. Kurt Hawkins was in the ring once again, saying he would end his losing streak tonight. Braun Strowman came out and Hawkins attempted to flee, but Strowman caught him and delivered a chokeslam for a table and a running power slam for the LED screen. Strowman refused to leave until he got some real competition. Dean Ambrose answered the challenge. I like this. I like Braun Strowman. I like what he did to Kurt Hawkins. I thought that was fun. I thought that was really funny when he power slammed him through the LED stage. That was hilarious. And then Braun Strowman defeated Dean Ambrose. Strowman caught Dean Ambrose off the top of and delivered a running power slam for the pin. Interesting that Dean Ambrose would put Braun Strowman over. But yeah, like I said, I like Braun Strowman. In my opinion, Braun Strowman should have defeated Brock Lesnar for the Universal Championship because Braun Strowman deserves it more than Brock Lesnar, in my opinion. Not Brock Lesnar, not Roman Reigns. Braun Strowman should win. I hopefully Braun. But I heard that rumors going on that Finn Balor has challenged Brock Lesnar for the WWE Universal Championship, and I hope that Finn Balor wins because I'm sick and tired of seeing Brock Lesnar as the champion. But I don't know. I'm just saying that's a rumor that somebody was saying that Finn Balor's got a shot at. I don't know if that's true or not. But I'm gonna look into that. Then Alexa Bliss came to the ring and talked about the lack of respect from the fans. She started talking about how she has cleared out the entire women's division. It was interrupted by Mickie James. James said Bliss hasn't beaten and challenged her to repeat what she said on Raw Talk. Bliss tried to talk about how much she respected James, but James pressed her until Bliss repeated her comments about James being an old lady. James then snapped out of the ring. I like this. This is pretty awesome. I like this segment between Mickie James and between Alexa Bliss. Could this possibly lead to a shot at the World? Could this possibly lead to a match between the two for the World Women's Championship at TLC? And then Seth Rollins defeated Sheamus. Rollins got the pin after hitting the King Slayer with a knee strike. That was okay. That was just an okay match in my opinion. Roman Reigns defeated The Miz. This was a non-title match. Reigns got the pin after spearing Miz. Of course, we all knew that Roman Reigns was going to win. After the match was the best spot. After the match, the Miz Taraj beat down Reigns with a chair, and Miz delivered a scalp-crushing finale onto a chair. The Miz Taraj stood over Reigns and mocked him with the Shield post. Now, they've been having a lot of rumors going around that the Shield is going to reunite at TLC. So it could possibly be, and I'm counting, it's going to be, the Shield is going to win. It's going to be Roman Reigns teaming up with Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins. It's going to be, I'm seeing it right now. I think it's going to be the Shield versus the Miz Taraj at TLC, and I think the Shield will win. So it would be nice to see a Shield reunion because a lot of fans want to see a Shield reunion, and I'm very interested in seeing a Shield reunion, especially with just going against the Miz Taraj. And I'm really enjoying. Now, originally I wasn't a fan of Miz, but ever since the Miz turned heel, I am liking the Miz, and I'm liking him with the Miz Taraj because I like when the Miz speaks on the microphone because he definitely knows how to cut a promo and make it sound real. So yeah, this is leading to something good. And then Finn Balor defeated Goldust, but Balor hit the coup de grace and got the pin. Okay. Bayley and Sasha Banks defeated Emma and Nia Jax. Bayley hit the belly and Emma to get his team the pin perfectly. Now, why don't they just turn Sasha Banks heel? I mean, Sasha Banks needed turns heel because I'm getting sick and tired of seeing Bayley and Sasha Banks team up all the time. They need to start feuding. I mean, WWE needs to make them start feuding. They can't. They can't be doing this. Oh, Sasha Banks babyface. Sasha Banks needs to turn heel and start a feud with Bayley. Hopefully, and it's got to happen sooner or later. I mean, they can't just keep Sasha Banks face. I mean, Sasha Banks as a face is not. I mean, she's a great wrestler. She's a great wrestler, and she's definitely worthy of and she's a 4-time Raw Women's Championship, and she needs to win that title again. I have a lengthy title win, but she needs to turn heel. They really need to do something, and Bayley needs a lot of work on her character. I'd say get away. And Bayley needs a lot of work on her character too. They really need, what they need to do is they need to definitely revamp Bayley and make it like she was an NXT. The same with Sasha Banks. Turn Sasha Banks heel and make it like she was an NXT because these two top fan favorites who I like, Sasha Banks and Bayley, they need a lot of work on their character. And then I don't know why this was in the main event segment, but it was a very good promo. Enzo Amore came to the ring to lead a celebration for his Cruiserweight Championship victory at No Mercy. Amore bragged about his victory and mocked Big Cass and the nerve of Cass to say Enzo held him back. Amore said he was retiring his jersey and said he's the man who put 205 Live on the map. He was interrupted by the entire Cruiserweight division who came out on the ramp. Amore shouted the Cruiserweights until Never finally came out. Amore insulted Never and told him that the truth hurts. Never agreed, saying the truth is brutal and the truth is Amore has eliminated everyone. Amore has alienated everyone he's come across and he was dumped on 205 Live's doorstep because no one else wanted him. Enzo said he's made stars out of the Cruiserweights. Never said Amore made a joke out of him at No Mercy, and so he's here to end Enzo. He came to the ring to beat Amore down, but Enzo said he had a clause signed by Kurt Angle, and if Never touches him, he'll never get a shot at the Cruiserweight title again. Amore said this is the last hour of Raw, and if it wasn't for him, none of them would ever sniff this hour. He's money, and they can't touch him, and they all know it. Amore taunted him again, saying Never can't lay a hand on him. Never fought about it and attacked Enzo, putting him through the framed jersey and running him into the barricades. Outside the ring, Enzo tried to flee, but was countered by the Cruiserweights. Never put Amore's claws in Enzo's mouth and kicked him, and then hit red arrow as the Cruiserweights looked at it and applauded. That was epic. That was epic. Really good promo from Enzo Amore. I like the double churn. I liked how WWE churned Enzo Amore heel. Honestly, I'm wanting to see where he goes because I like the side. I like the side of Enzo Amore. Now, at first I was pissed off that Enzo Amore won the Cruiserweight title, looking back at it, I'm actually happy now, because I like him as a heel, and I like what he's I like where he's going with this, and of course, if you, he did get his ass kicked by the whole entire cruiserweight division after yeah. So he ended up getting his ass kicked, and you could see it on YouTube. Yeah, but yeah. Anyway, this one was a 6 out of 9 for me. A 6 out of 9. Could have been better, but the ending was great. But even though that Enzo Amore didn't really need the main event spotlight, and that's of course my opinion. Now it's time for your SmackDown Live review. The commentators for the show were Tom Phillips, Corey Graves, and Byron Saxton. Okay. The episode opened with Kevin Owens coming to the ring and threatening Shane McMahon. He was interrupted by Sami Zayn, who told Owens he is out of control. Owens reminded Zayn out of his title wins in WWE and Zayn told Owens that he at least when he looks in the mirror, he doesn't see a giant piece of chest looking back at him. Daniel Bryan then came on and made a match between these two. Oh God, not again. Baron Corbin defeated Ty Dillinger. This is an interesting promo from Kevin Owens, but I'm getting sick and tired of Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn all the time. Baron Corbin defeated Ty Dillinger. Corbin's new song now has words. Before the match began, AJ Styles sat in on commentary. Mid-match, Corbin threw Dillinger into Styles, resulting in the countout. Corbin and challenged Styles to a U.S. Championship match at Hell in a Cell, who accepted. Okay. Jinder Mahal took to the ring and next said he went too far making fun of Shinsuke Nakamura last week, and he's going to compliment him tonight. Instead, he went back to the insults, showing pictures of Nakamura's face and mocking him. The third photo is Nakamura turned out to be a live feed of Nakamura, who then came down and brawled with Mahal. The Singh brothers eventually hit a Kinshasa on Mahal. That was very interesting, very good segment. I like that. I like Mahal as a heel. And the Usos defeated the Hypers before this match, and New Day came down to ringside with an armful of snacks. Mojo Rawley made a blind tag, confusing Zack Ryder, resulting in Jey Uso delivering a frog splash for the win. After the match, they challenged Usos to a match inside Hell in a Cell. For the start of the Pride of Bulgaria ceremony, Aiden English first introduced the mayor of Vlad, however you pronounce it, Rusev's hometown, then sang the Bulgarian national anthem. And as Rusev made his way to the ring, the mayor declared that today Rusev Day and handed him a key to the city. Rusev then replayed his match against Randy Orton, declared that he destroyed the legend of the Legend Killer, and said SmackDown Live is his jungle now. English just then sang Orton's theme song with lyrics repeating it's Rusev Day. Just brought out Orton and RKO both of them, and both English and Rusev. And then later changed Rusev to match at Hell in a Cell. This is a good segment, but I'm getting sick and tired of seeing Randy Orton versus Rusev. They need to end this at Hell in a Cell. Backstage, Daniel Bryan told Sami Zayn that Shane McMahon was on his way to the arena and that he was coming for Kevin Owens. Zayn told Bryan to make Shane back off. Interesting. Charlotte Flair defeated Carmella. Flair scored a pinfall after a big boot. After the match, Natalya came on and called Charlotte overweight and said she would fail at Hell in a Cell. She could have said more. Dolph Ziggler came out impersonating The Undertaker. He cut a promo insulting the crowd, but was interrupted by Bobby Roode. Roode entered the ring and called Ziggler a hypocrite and challenged him to a match at Hell in a Cell. Said Roode is everything that is wrong with WWE before accepting the match. I completely agree. I don't agree with I do not agree with Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler is wrong. This thing is not working for Dolph Ziggler. I'm glad Bobby Roode came out because Bobby Roode is awesome. I mean, Dolph Ziggler impersonating people, it's not working. It's not working out. No. Just release Dolph Ziggler. Just release him because it's not working. And then it's the main event. Kevin Owens defeated Sami Zayn. Owens hit Zayn with a powerbomb on the apron, which resulted in referee Charles Robinson counting for the bell, awarding the match to Owens via ref damage. As paramedics carried Zayn off, Owens attacked him again with a steel chair, resulting in Shane McMahon running down and Owens fleeing through the crowd. I'm liking this. It was a good ending. I like this vicious heel side of Kevin Owens. I'm really enjoying it, and yeah. Anyway, SmackDown Live gets a 6 out of 9. It could have been better. I don't know which show won because it's kind of tough. I would probably say maybe Raw because of the Enzo Amore turn. So yeah, I'm gonna give the win to Rob, all because of the Enzo Amore heel turn. Anyway, you know who to subscribe to. You stay nice, live long and prosper, and peace out.